Hello everyone, thanks for joining us. We are out here on the island in Lake Havasu City. Currently we are looking across the Colorado River at the California side where all the lightning is. There's a bunch of storms that are just starting to move up this way from Parker currently. And we're just kind of, ooh, that was a good one. We're just kind of watching the lightning out here and seeing what it's doing. It looks like we're going to be getting hit a little harder in the morning. Oh, hi Megan, thanks for joining. Starting to rain a little bit here, but the lightning's starting to pick up pretty good. Ooh. So right now we're pretty much, from what I'm being told from the National Weather Service, is that we are more in the monsoon moisture right now, but by tomorrow morning is when the hurricane moisture is going to start popping up. Overnight into the morning is when we're going to start getting it, and it's going to be wave after wave of storms throughout the day tomorrow and throughout Sunday. Now it kind of also depends on if Hurricane Hilary wobbles to the west a little bit or wobbles to the east or stays on the same track it's on. So it kind of depends on what it's doing is how much rain we're actually going to get. So we're just going to sit out here for a few more minutes, and I'm just going to let our live go and just watch the lightning, and we'll be on for a few minutes. So if you guys want to just sit back and join us and watch the lightning. Wow, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. What? You're looking for
Where's your
case?
phone? Oh, your phone.
Probably up there somewhere.
So Havasu in town should be starting to get a little bit of rain here pretty soon. We're out on the island. My husband decided to come storm chasing with me tonight.
Hello. You want to mention about the radar getting struck?
Oh yeah, so just so everyone knows that if you are watching a radar app, the radar, from what I've been told, is that the radar in Las Vegas was hit by lightning, their tower. So, but they're working on getting it repaired, and hopefully tomorrow they should be getting that repaired, so we'll be good to go. So right now we are watching the radar out of Yuma, and we're keeping an eye on that for our storms coming up from the south. Coming down pretty good
They were
now.
all sitting in the back of their truck. They decided that's not a good idea now.
So it'll start pouring. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna turn on my wipers here.
Oh,
I know I need new wipers. I should have thought of that like earlier today.
that's some,
Sorry, everyone.
that's some bass.
In Arizona, you don't think about getting new wipers very often here. So for anyone just So for anyone that's just joining us, and if you are not from Havasu, if you're watching for other parts of the country, we are right on the edge of the Colorado River where Lake Havasu is. And wow, that's pretty. And we're on the beach of the Colorado River. So if you're not from Havasu and you don't know our area, Lake Havasu is right on the Colorado River, and we're watching the lightning across we're actually looking at the California side from here. And that is where a majority of these storms are at the moment. Wow! That was a good one. Ooh. Also in the comments, let us know where you're from, especially if you're not watching from Havasu. If you're checking out some of the storms from Hurricane Hilary, we're gonna get a lot of that starting tomorrow morning. It starts coming up towards us. This is more monsoon stuff tonight. Wow. And I'm Jillian, by the way. For those of you that may not know, that are watching from somewhere else, with RiverSceneMagazine.com. But let us know in the comments where you're from. Love to know who's watching us. Oh, pretty. Wind is starting to pick up here a little bit now too. Wow, oh, that was bright. That one was bright. Wow.
Goes from pitch dark to that. That'll really catch your attention.
Mm-hmm. Brett is watching from Huntington Harbor. Hi, Brett. Thanks for watching. We're just checking out the lightning here tonight. For those of us in western Arizona and southern California, it is going to be a long weekend for us. We're going to be on us chasers are going to be on a lot of coffee or Red Bull this weekend. was bright. Oof. And hello to anyone just joining us. We're in Lake Havasu, RiverScene and I do storm chasing, monsoon chasing out in this area. We are parked right now. It's called the Island in Lake Havasu, and we're parked facing, we're on the Arizona side, but we're looking across the Colorado River to California. So there's a bunch of storms on radar that are popping up to the west of us, and that's pretty. And so we're just sitting out here watching the lightning. Oh, wow. That was cool. If you're just joining us, let us know where you're watching from. Love to know where people are from watching us. Hi, Mary. Mary's watching from Havasu Heights. Thanks for tuning in and watching us, Mary. Mary, also let us know, are you getting any lightning or any storms out at Havasu Heights yet? Or is it still pretty far south of you? Well, that's pretty. Well, there's some razors, off-road vehicles that are out here checking out the lightning too. So you're gonna hear those from time to time on our live streams, sitting out here. We're right now in Lake Havasu on the island is what we call it. We're on the Arizona side and we're looking towards California and watching the lightning on the California side across the Colorado River. So if you're watching on radar and checking out where we are, that's what we're doing. Oh, Tiffany's on. Hi, Tiffany. How's it going? Thanks for checking in with us. Thanks for watching. We're out on the island right now. Wow, cool. And if you're watching and you're not from Havasu, let us know where you're from. We like to know where everybody's watching. Hi, Dylan. Dylan is watching from San Luis Obispo. Thanks for tuning in and joining us. Oh, wow. We're just hanging out, watching the lightning. Tomorrow on Saturday is when we're supposed to get a lot of rain. Ooh. Wow. Whoa. Hey, Tiffany. Yeah, we do need the rain. We need it really badly, but depending on how much we get, I don't know if we're gonna need as much as we may be getting tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Especially tomorrow afternoon into Sunday, it might get a little crazy here in Havasu, so we'll see. And it all depends on which way that hurricane wobbles, if it stays on its track or if it goes to the west or goes to the east. It just depends on how much we're gonna get. Oh, wow. That one was over on that side, huh?
Yeah, that was over closer
Oof.
by the casino.
Yeah, it's all pretty much staying west of us at the moment. I'm checking out radar and it looks like the storm is going to stay over on the California side for right now, but later on it's supposed to get a lot crazier overnight into the morning. watching from Kingman, Bullhead area, Needles, just to let you guys know that the radar from the National Weather Service in Vegas, their tower got struck by lightning tonight. So it is under repair. So we don't know when that's going to be online. So right now on radar, we are watching out of Yuma. And since the storms are coming up from the south anyways, towards Havasu, that's, wow, that's
Well,
pretty.
That was all over.
Yeah. That's pretty much the radar we're going to be keeping a good eye on. Wow. For anyone that's just joining in, hi, welcome. I'm Jillian with RiverSceneMagazine.com. I do storm chasing out here in Havasu, and we're sitting out here. My husband came with me tonight, and we're sitting out on the island in Lake Havasu, and we are facing the California side, and we're just watching the lightning across the lake. Tiffany, yes, we are on a lightning date. We both work a lot and we have teenagers, so we don't get to go out together much. So yeah, I guess you could say we're on a lightning date tonight. He doesn't usually like going out storm chasing with me, but tonight he was game for it. He's not big into the storms like I am. And our teenagers are both out tonight too. So wow, there's a lot of lightning popping up in this now. Holy cannoli. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of lightning coming up in this storm. And it's coming up from the south. For everyone just joining us, we're in Lake Havasu. And we're gearing up for Hurricane Hilary, which is, we're going to start getting more moisture from it in the morning. Right now, this is more monsoon stuff. But we're looking towards the California side right now. And there's a lot of lightning in the California side. Wow. And thank you everyone for the likes and the thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button, because we're going to be going live all weekend, depending on what this weather does this weekend, but that's what our plans are. And we'll also be live on our Facebook page for RiverScene magazine here and there. And let me know in the comments where you're from, where you're watching. Wow. This lightning is really bright.
Bright light, bright light.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Whoa! That one looked close. That one looked just right on the other side of the river. Holy cannoli.
Told you, it's gonna be a lightning strike in the water.
Yeah,
It's
I've
gonna
never
happen.
seen it happen here. Just like one day I keep thinking I'm gonna get a photo of a water spout on the river too. Hi Darren, you're in Gold Bar, Washington, an hour east of Seattle. Thanks for joining us. We're in Lake Havasu and in Arizona, and we're looking across the river to the California side of all the lightning. Right now this is more monsoon storms, but tomorrow morning is when we're gonna start getting some of the Hurricane Hilary stuff coming up. So we'll see how much rain we get. We may get a ton. They're saying 2 to 4 inches for Havasu at least. We're in the moderate range right now. But if Hurricane Hilary goes to the west a little bit, we may not get as much. So it all depends on what it's gonna do when it gets up here. So we're just hanging out here tonight watching the lightning across the lake. Ooh. Tiffany asked if there's anything fun happening in Havasu while we're covering the lightning. Tiffany, you can go on our RiverSceneMagazine.com event calendar. If you go on our website and check out our event calendar, we have, oh, that's pretty. We have bands and events and things going on around town. I'm not planning on covering any of that. I'm really concentrating, and my staff, we're really concentrating on the rain and the storms this weekend here. But you can go on our website and check it out and see what's happening in Havasu. But thanks for asking, Tiffany. Wow, that was bright. Some of those are really bright. Hello to the new people that are joining us. Thanks for tuning in. We're in Havasu. Ooh, there we go. We're in Havasu and we're just looking over towards the California side and looking at the lightning across the Colorado River. Darren, I was just reading your comment about the fires, and yeah, we Normally in Havasu in the summer, we can easily be 115 degrees to 120 degrees, sometimes 125. So it's been super hot and it's been super dry here in Havasu too. But that's kind of our normal. But usually for the monsoon time, usually in the summer we have a few storms of summer, and this year we haven't had anything. We have what's called us locals call it the Havadome here in Havasu, to where we have the mountains to the east of us, and then we have the Colorado River to the west of us. So because of that, storms don't hit us a lot. They usually, if they're coming up the river, if it's coming up the river, it usually splits off and goes around us. It either goes around the mountains or around the river. So for us to get storms, it's kind of hard. We call it the Havadome, and that our imaginary dome that blocks a lot of these storms. So it's been pretty dry and hot here this summer too for us. We're welcoming this rain, but we really haven't gotten a lot yet. Hopefully tomorrow though, the hurricane's gonna stir some up. We just don't want flooding here, but we really could use some good rain here. But it looks like it's coming up your way, that you guys should be getting some moisture up at you. And Tiffany, I just saw your comment pop up about who you are. Maxine's mom. I know who you are. I know your channel. I know your YouTube channel name, so I know who you are. Wow. Thank you everyone for the likes and the subscribers. Darren, yeah, we're watching this pretty closely. We're in the moderate range for flash flooding this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. You know, we've had a few hurricanes come close in the past, and we were supposed to get a lot of rain and we ended up getting nothing. The storms all split around us. So this one will be interesting to see what we actually get. Like right now, I'm sitting on the Arizona side and watching all the lightning in California. And so it's a little frustrating living here when we really want this weather into town, and sometimes we just don't get it. But tomorrow looks like we're pretty much going to get it. And another thing with all of our flash flooding, our washes, our washes fill up really quickly around here, especially if anybody's traveling between Arizona and California. If they go down through Parker over into California on Rice Road, that road, it floods so easily, and it's so dangerous to be traveling on. So we're pretty careful with the washes, you know. And here in Arizona, if you're not from here and you're watching, you know, we always use the term turn around, don't drown, because a lot of people will go up to a wash and they'll see it flowing with water, and then they'll be like, oh, that's not a lot, I can make it through. And then going through it, what people don't sometimes realize is that you have rocks, huge rocks, sometimes huge boulders that you don't realize are under that rushing water, and that are going onto the street from the wash. And so it's really not safe. So just because it looks like it's easy to cross doesn't mean that there's not a ton of rocks underneath that water that you don't realize are there. So that is a big concern here in Havasu and in the desert Southwest. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder, but since we're inside of my car, but there's quite a bit of thunder popping up here now, which there wasn't earlier. We were just watching the lightning strikes, but now we're finally hearing the thunder from it. Operator. Can pull operator.
Yeah. Refresh it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, if any of you are joining and you're really into the storm chasing thing like I am, and you love watching the storm chasers in the Midwest, I don't think we're going to have any tornadoes, just so you know. We did actually have a tornado warning a couple of months ago, north of us. That was kind of cool. The wind's picking up around here now. Tiffany, you got some good photos that day? I was up by the pilot station and I got photos when we had that tornado warning, which is really rare. We don't have tornado warnings here very often. So I was a little excited to be out doing those photos that day. I don't get to go to the Midwest and go storm chasing like some of the other Arizona chasers do. I'm kind of busy here in Havasu. I kind of stay in my area. But that's because I have kids and I run RiverScene, so I don't get to go to the Midwest. And I'm originally from the Midwest. I'm originally from Iowa. So I guess this chasing thing's kind of in my blood because I grew up with it, but oh wow. I'm so glad some of you guys are talking to me on here and leaving comments live, because I feel really awkward just talking into a phone with nobody there. My husband's not a weather nerd like I am, so
No,
he's just hanging out.
literally hanging out the window.
For those of you that just popped on, thanks for joining us. We're in Lake Havasu, and we are looking at the California side at the lightning.
Want some water?
No, thanks. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here for now. Oh, and then that happens. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up for right now, but later on between 2 and 5 a.m. it's gonna start picking up again. Around 5 a.m. from what I'm being told is gonna really start ramping up here in Havasu. So I will be live later tomorrow in the morning. I think I'm gonna go home and get a couple of hours sleep at least, because there's nothing really major happening right now besides the lightning in California. So but I'll be back on tomorrow, and also I'll be on our RiverScene magazine Facebook page as well. So make sure you come and check us out. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you throughout the weekend.